Season's great. Wait, hold on a second. Where did I put it? There. Yeah. Much better. Well, season's greetings, everyone. I know I should have started discussing games about Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or, well, a lot of events that happen around the time of this year, especially of this year. After all, we have barely passed the time when we thought the world was going to end. Yay! And I'm recording this way in advance because, well, yeah. But if I had looked at Hanukkah and Kwanzaa games, I might still be working on it. And seeing that I'm recording this just a week in advance, well, 6 days in advance. After all, I'm uploading this on the day before Christmas, or the night before Christmas, whatever floats your boat. But yes, please enjoy this seasonal episode on Christmas-themed games for the Commodore 64.
RetroKork.
I admit, I'm going to gloss over a lot of games. I'm going to ignore quite a bunch. Well, that's because a lot of games are very similar. For example, some of these are side-scrolling Christmas-themed shooters. Some of these games feel like they have been created with the shoot-'em-up construction kit slightly tinkered so that it is scrolling vertically instead of horizontally. No, wait, it scrolls now horizontally instead of vertically. But maybe I'll do an episode on the SEUCK. Who knows? It's not planned yet, but hey, if you want me to, I'll do it. And some other games are pretty much just recolorings of others, famous games like Express Asteroids, or the two games that are basically Boulder Dash. And then there's the two Frosty the Snowman games, which are basically the same. If I had to compare them to anything, it would be Pitfall, or the German Atari 2600 game Bobby geht nach Hause, which internationally is probably known as, according to the ROM set that I have come across, as Bobby Goes to Home. And then there's the game allegedly based on the novel, but since the best known aspect is the animated short, and it wasn't really known over here, yeah, I can't really verify the authenticity and how close it's stuck to the original story. Then there are games like Santa's Busy Day, which is a maze game, The Search for Santa Claus, which I wasn't able to record properly because F3 is set to the pause key in the editing, the video grabbing software, and there's a silly side-scrolling game, I think it's called Santa's Little Helper, but if I'm wrong, I'm sure I'm going to correct myself down here in the subtitle region. In this game you have to build the sleigh Santa rides on, and you have to grab the presents from your wish list, and you have to dump the presents over the entire world within an allotted period of time. Oh, and the elves sabotage your effort. Do you want to know which games I enjoyed the most? Well, there are two, actually, which come really close. One of them is an adventure game, and even though its parser is a pain in the butt, well, the concept and story are well executed as soon as you know what you're doing. It's not too difficult, to a point at least, and after a certain level it reaches really difficult stage, so this is not necessarily something for you to play with your smaller kids. And the other one is called Alfred. This one actually is something that I would suggest you play with your children, if you have any. If you don't, hey, you can play them for yourself or your fans or your friends. Have a laugh. In this game you help an elf going by the name Alfred, and you have to pack the Christmas sacks for the appropriate children. The names are always written on the sacks. In my case, I packed a sack just for you, so no matter how old you are, you're getting at least a virtual present here. As I said, this is very brief, very abbreviated, very short, and skimming through them of the, I believe it was 28 games I looked at. And I left out games like Santa's Grotty Christmas, but that's because I don't want to wreck your season's feelings. After all, Christmas can be stressful enough, and no one has to push you any further into madness. I don't want to do that. So happy holidays. Just when the wise 3 men come around, that's in 2 weeks, then I'll be talking about The Last V8. That's a game for the Commodore 64 and the Commodore 128.